Beautiful bright blue skies, apart from the chemtrails. That is. They've admitted it now, haven't they? I was on Reddit the other day and there's still people denying it. They're contrails. It's vapour from the aeroplane. It's like, fucking hell, man. Let it sink in, you know. They've admitted it. They've admitted it. Come up with some bullshit excuse as to why they're doing it, of course, but they've admitted it's happening. But these people fucking lap it up, don't they? They're like thirsty dogs. Just lap up the bullshit that the media tells them. Someone in authority, someone wearing a shirt and tie, they take it in, they love it. It made me laugh when I'm not really into politics, I never have been. I'm not interested in it. Even less so now that I know it's just a crock of shit, but even when I didn't realise it was all a big con, it never really interested me. It's a bit boring, isn't it? But I remember when the guy was, I think he was Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, he was going for, trying to become Prime Minister, and everyone was kind of slagging him off because he didn't wear a tie. He wore a shirt without a tie, and you know, I was thinking, even at the time I thought, is that in reality the most fucking important thing? You know, the guy's not wearing a tie. I suppose for some people it is. You know, it's outwardly what things look like, isn't it? That's the problem. Stripes. Surrounded by stripes all day long. It's like a prison reference. Every third person that walks past me has stripes on. It's like I remember my aunt, my cunt aunt, my dad's sister, Rosemary, sending my child a top, a stripy top. That's the only thing she ever sent to me. My child, to any of my children, was ones just before the gang stalking kind of went overt, you know, just before I was forced out my house, etc. And she sent my child a stripy top, and they come round me all the time, and if they're not wearing stripes, you know, they're doing the old mocking thing with the backpacks, the rucksacks. It's funny. You have to laugh. You have to laugh. I really recommend laughing or finding it quite comical, because you know, it helps you get through it a lot easier if you laugh. Take some time to see the humour in things. It's not all doom and gloom. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the synchronicities. And there's been quite a few lately, and I think because I've been staying off the internet, I've not been going online as often as I was before. I pause it as I'm walking past this guy. I don't like to film them. I also don't like walking past talking into my phone, because they take the opportunity to look at you like you're nuts, you know. They give me side eye or kind of sneer at me, you know. They love to do that. I love to see me talking. I don't know if you noticed, if it was too far away in the camera, but he was wearing a pink shirt. So I think that's colour of the day. The colour of the day is pink, Sesame Street style. The letter of the day is C for cunts. But yeah, synchronicity. So they've been happening quite a lot lately, and I've been getting books, and you know, in a book, I'm gonna have to pause it again because there's people coming. In a book that I got, there was stuck on page 11. I got it from a book swap place where I take books and then you can pick up other ones. Yeah, I got a book from a book swap that I go to. Actually, last time I went there was a few days ago, and they've cleared it out. There was loads and loads of books, and it was a bit of a mess. There was some falling down the back of the shelves. It's just on a street. It's like undercover, but it's just on a street. And there was loads of interesting books the time before that I went there. You know, there was like 6 or 7 that I thought, oh, I'll have a look at that next time I come back. I usually only take like 1 or 2 at a time and drop off 2. And then I went a few days ago, and they've cleared it out. They've replaced all the decent books with just shite. You know, like romance, like high street romance, crappy novels, 50 Shades of Shite kind of thing. So obviously it's been noted that I go there. They try and ruin every little bit of entertainment you have. Anything that you find that's good, that you enjoy. They like to kind of sabotage it. But again, you just need to kind of roll your eyes and expect it to happen. It shouldn't be expected, but I totally expect it now. I do. This. It's nice, isn't it? I don't know, has it been Mother's Day or something? It must be for people that have died or something. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, anyway, synchronicity. So last time, a while ago, one of the books I got, there was an After Eight mint wrapper. It's like a type of chocolate called After Eights. The wrapper was stuck on page 11 in this book, and I kind of thought, it's got to be some meaning behind that, and only it came to me, a little bit. It takes me a while, I'm not very fucking intelligent. But I thought, After Eight is 9, isn't it? And it's on page 11, so which is coincidentally the 11th of the 9th. 11th of September is the birthday of one of my children, so it's kind of a significant date, not just because it's 9/11 as you Americans call it, but it's the 11th of the 9th. So I thought that's kind of, there we go. I kind of took it for what it was and thought, yeah, they've replaced all the books and they've gone about thinking what books is she likely to choose, and they've done certain things in them. I'll get books and there'll be words underlined, or there'll be little slips of paper in it or business cards or something, and it's almost like a kind of clue, like I have to kind of work out the clue. I mean, the 9/11 one's pretty easy, even for me. But then I got another book, maybe a few days after that, from the library, and I've got free rein, the library, I can pick whatever I want. And the book that I picked up, one of the main characters in it was addicted to After Eight mints, which I found quite, there you go, it's a wee bit of synchronisation for you, considering that the book where the mint wrapper was, and the book where the character was addicted to mints, I got them from two completely different places. And there's another one I got a book from the library, and it was about a bird. It was about a certain type of bird. I think it's called a curlew or curlaw. I can't remember. I didn't realise it was a bird when I picked up the book. I just picked up the book because it had a nice cover. I do judge books by their covers. And then another book that I got from a different library at a different time. One of the the setting in it had the name, one of the, sort of stumbling over my words as per usual. It was called Curlew Road or Curlew Street, and I thought that's kind of odd, twice in the space of a week with this exact same bird that I'd never heard of until a week ago. But anyway, these things happen all the time, and I kind of think, they're like synchronicities. It's, the universe trying to tell you something, but then I start thinking, what is it? Is it, maybe we are the AI, maybe we are like the computers, and we're so plugged into the matrix, like other people notice this stuff. Like someone might have picked up that book and saw the After Eight wrapper and picked it out and put it in the bin and thought no more about it. But maybe we are more like computer learning type machines, and we take the time and actually think. And I also thought, maybe they're sending all these these kind of clues, if you like, these little bits of paper and things around you, things to work out, to see the way that our brains work, so that they know what direction it is that our heads go in, because they want to know that, they want to learn from us, they want to see where we're at so that they can fuck with us in the future. They can use it to their advantage to then put things in our line of sight that they've used before. You know what I mean? They kind of put something like that. They'll put a I'm not explaining it very well as per fucking usual. It was sounded really good in my head as I'm walking this morning before I turned the camera on, and then as soon as I turn the camera on, it goes to shit. You know, I stumble over my words and I don't know what I was saying, and that's very much on purpose, I believe. To make me sound like a fucking idiot. I mean, I admit I am a fucking idiot, but I'm not as much of an idiot as I sound, to be fair. But I think that what I'm trying to say, hopefully I can try and say it, calm down, you know. Yeah, they're sending these coded messages, if you like. And my brain's wired to try and work certain things out because I've been sent coded messages before, and I've been around, you know, code, and I've had reason to try and work things out that they're doing to me and things that they're putting in my environment. So obviously they're monitoring, you know, my devices. Everything that I do online is being mirrored. I'm pretty sure that they can see through your eyes. I'm pretty sure that they have that technology. So anything I write down or I'm thinking about, you know, my thoughts are constantly synchronised. You know, things that I think about will just appear. I don't even have to say them out loud or search for them online or write them down or any of that shit. It just happens just simply by thinking about them. So I honestly think that these things are being sent so they can get an idea of how it is that my brain works things out, the process that it takes for me to decode things, because people have sent me kind of coded messages, and it's, you know, for good and for bad. One person that sent them is a really intelligent person, and she sends them, and I can tell that she's a good person and she's doing it for good. She's trying to show me things, and I appreciate her, I really, really do. And another person, I don't think they're such a good person, and they were sending me coded messages, and then, you know, one of the coded messages happened to have one of my child's names in the street name of something they sent me, but they never admitted that they were sending it, although they kind of did, you know. But then if you went to them and said that, they would flat out deny it, you know, as if you were kind of paranoid. And you know, I think that's a part of it as well. They want to see how far that they can go and see whether you trust them if they're sending you these things, you know. See how much trust. Of course, that's part of it as well. They want you to have trust in certain people. They want you to have a kind of community around you. They need you to, you know, trust people, especially the first few years, I believe, when you're being targeted. I think they have a need for you to open up to people and to... I can't think of my words, sorry. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about anyway, the kind of synchronicities, the code, how your brain processes them. I honestly think that they want to know that, and I don't think it's a good thing, you know. I stopped doing it for a while, and then, you know, I've been thinking about it again lately, and, you know, stopped kind of working things out and it's like they're trying to, with the book thing, and they're trying to kind of pull me back into it, you know. And I think about things quite a lot. Things have come to me in my sleep about the environment that I'm surrounded in, and the kind of coded messages and the messages within people's names that I live with, and how that's being kind of manufactured, you know, to fit in with my manufactured life. It's weird, you know, but maybe we are the AI, maybe we are computer people, robot people. I don't know, maybe everyone else is normal. Maybe the best thing to do would just be to ignore that stuff, ignore it all, but, you know, not give them anything, not show them how your brain works, not give them that opportunity, that benefit of knowing that about you, you know. I don't know, I feel like they're doing it because it's got to be beneficial for them in some way, because they want to decode something. But anyway, not that I'm a fucking genius or anything, I'm not fucking Rain Man, you know. I definitely think they want you to show your workings out. You remember that at school when you got maths and the teacher said you have to show your workings out, don't just write your answer. Not that I was any good at maths, you know, which is odd, because my dad had a bachelor's degree in a maths subject, so it's you know, I'm probably fucking adopted or something. A cuckoo in the nest, that's what they told me, a cuckoo in the nest. I'll go with that. A cuckoo that looks very much like him, but yeah, never got the brains. But anyway, I hope that made sense. It fucking didn't, did it? Didn't. Nothing I say makes sense, so a lot of shite. But anyway, yeah, take care. Lots of love. God bless.